Hey y'all, for this video I'm going to show you how to do the Marines union. It's actually a 3-step union, meaning you're going to use 3 bits, or that's how I do it. The 3 bits are going to be a 90-degree V-bit for the stars, a 60-degree V-bit for the logo, and a 30-degree V-bit for the lettering that's inside the banner that's above the eagle. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So we're set with a medium union right now, which is 15 inches across and 10.5 inches high. Now that's not perfectly to spec. I think the spec for a medium 37-inch flag is like 14.85, something like that. But my customers aren't going to notice 0.15 longer than it's supposed to be, and it makes my job of cutting the stripes to fit a lot easier, making it an even number. But anyway, so now normally whenever I do these type of unions, any type of military unions, I tell you to, you can get it off of Google and not have to pay anything for it. But for the Marine Corps one, I'm gonna suggest getting one off of Etsy. The only reason because you want the lettering that's in the banner to be separate. Now when you make an SVG, it's all one piece. So I need, and there's probably a way to make it like that. I don't know how to do it. So my suggestion is to go to Etsy, and I'll show you the exact one I bought. Is this person, I don't know, it's not a sponsor or anything like that, but it's Brothers SVG, and for $3.50 you get the Marine Corps logo, the Navy, the Air Force, and the Coast Guard. And you get like 4 or 5 of the Marine Corps one. On it says Army, but there wasn't an Army one with it, which is fine. I really just needed it for this one right here, and $3.50 isn't bad. I've used this logo and it's turned out great, and I've used that logo and it's turned out great. That would be my suggestion. I mean, you could probably find one where you're just getting this, but I would buy the SVG of that. And like I said, it's Brothers SVG is the store name on Etsy. Alright, so I already have that union that I got from there right there. So how you would upload it is just once you get that SVG from that store, if that's the way you do it, import, bring in the SVG. But I already have it, so I'm going to put it right there. Alright. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and delete any of the stars that are touching the logo. And I'm going to do that in fast motion because you don't need to see it slow. Alright, so we got all the stars and all that set up. So now what I'm going to do, hopefully you'll be able to see it. I'll change it over here. But down here at the bottom, right here, let's see, right there. So we want to click on that, and that's going to bring us an exact same work piece that we're working on with this one. All right, so we're going to highlight all of this. So let's highlight it by hit Control and A, Control C, and because we're doing 3 bits, I need to make 3 copies of this, 3 total. So we already have 1. So let's do the second one over here. So there's number 2. It's the same thing. Same exact spots. Now we're going to go over here and make 1 more. Click that and Control V. Alright, so as you can see down here, we have 1, 2, 3. So what you're trying to do is you want to set this one up as the 90-degree bit project. This one is the 60, and this one is the 30. Alright, so let's go back over here. Alright. So since we're going to be working on this one, like I said, the first one's going to be 90-degree bit. We want to delete the logo. Everything that's left over, I'm going to go ahead and delete it. Alright, so now we're left with just the stars. So we want to go over here, check this out, make sure we got our cut setting. We got it set to 90-degree V-bit. The cut settings that I cut with, it's just the recommended, which is 50, 20, and 6 still. And I believe it should only take, let's see, 14 minutes for the stars, so it's pretty quick. the stars are. All right, so we have our 90-degree bit project done. So then we'll go up to, should be able to see it, machine up here. Go to advanced. Now this is just for bobs, so if you don't have a bobs, I mean, ignore this part, but I'm just getting the G code. So we're going to generate G code, and then once we generate it, we're going to save it. Once we save it, I save it as medium union anchor stars 90-bit, so I know what I'm doing. And then I save it in a folder I named USMC multi-bit union. All right, so we got the 90-degree one done. So now let's work on the 60-degree. So the 60-degree, we want everything but the stars and this lettering. We don't want these letterings in there. So let's delete all the stars. And then delete the logo too. All right, let's see. Delete that. Delete that. All right, now this logo takes a while. What the heck did I just do? Hold on. If you ever mess something up, just hit Control Z and it'll undo it. Alright, so we got all the stars out of the way. Now let's start deleting these little letters up here. I've cut the letters with a 60-degree bit, and it just did not give me the detail I want. The 30-degree bit, super small bit, like a very sharp point, gives you great detail with it. All right, so anyway, we got everything we want. Now let's change the cut depth. I always cut my logos. Change it over here to 0.03. All right. So we got the depth set that I want. All right, so I got it changed over to 60-degree bit. It was about an hour long carve, and that's about right with the logo, just because of how long it takes. So we have the 60-degree bit portion of it finished. So now what we want to do is save that G code, and we're going to save that as under the 60-degree bit, so we know that that's that. So the next one, now we're wanting to delete everything but the lettering. So let's delete the logo, delete all these stars, all right there, delete that, and delete that. All right, so now we're left with just this. Because we copied and pasted in the other work projects, everything's in the exact spot it's supposed to be. So what you're gonna do now is we're gonna change that depth, and this one I actually do 0.02. The reason I do 0.02 is because I want to start really shallow. If it's too shallow, I can always carve a little bit deeper if I need to. If I start too deep, you could ruin an entire piece. So always start shallow and work your way down if you need to be. 0.02, usually I get nice crisp outlines of the lettering, and it comes out perfect. So that's what I do. All right, so let's make sure we change it over here to 30-degree bit. Now in Easel, you're gonna have to actually manually do that. So I know mine is obviously 30-degree bit for the angle, and the width is 3.17 millimeters, and that'll be for that. All right, so then you save that one for your 30-degree bit. Now when you go to set up your machine, I'm not gonna have this in that video just because every CNC is different, but I will tell you how I do it, just because this part will be kind of similar to each person. So I lay out the wood for my union that I'm going to do, put it on the CNC machine. I personally always start with the 90-degree bit, get it to the 0 point, which is the bottom left of the union, zero it, and then start carving the stars. Once that's done, it'll return to the 0 point. All right, I home the machine, change out the bit, home the machine again, and then return to 0. All right, so now you have the 60-degree bit, and then I run, and then what I'll do is once I change that bit, I return to 0, so you still have your 0 point. I'll set the Z depth again, make sure that I'm getting the right depth, because sometimes when you, pretty much all the time, whenever you're changing your bit, you're not going to have the same exact length of the bit sticking out as the other one, because some of them are smaller. So you always want to set your Z depth for it. So I set the Z depth, reset 0 once I set that, and then run the 60-degree bit program. Same thing, once that's done, it returns to 0. I home it, put in the 30-degree bit, home it again, return to 0, set my Z depth, and then run that 30-degree bit program. And once that's done, you're good to go. This one is one of the longer ones that we do. This one takes a good hour and 20 minutes to carve, but you get great detail. I haven't had any complaints with it. But anyway, so that's that. I hope this helps you guys. I'm going to keep making these design videos, especially when I'm not in the wood shop. I hope it helps you guys. If you have any questions, or I got some comments on another video of stuff that people would like to see me design, that's great. I'm going to make those videos. Just let me know what you'd like to see designed and see what I can help you guys out with. That's what I'm here for. I enjoy this part. I love the design part. It's one of my favorite parts, is designing different things. So if there's something you'd like me to design or show you how to design, just let me know. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Get your friends to hit subscribe. I'm working to try to get to 1,000 subscribers. We're almost to 600 right now, so I'm hoping to hit 1,000 in the next couple months. Share this with your friends or anybody else. Get them to subscribe. I'd greatly appreciate it. Hit that bell icon so you know when I make new videos. And anyway, I'll see y'all next time.